How's it going, YouTubers and Instagrammers? Welcome to the next video on Sterling on Cinemas. That's Cinemas with an S. My name is Donatello, and I will be giving you my theory as to why I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, is a little better than the first one. Now, I believe I'm supposed to be taking over for the guy, according to Michaelangelo. But anyway, next week, Leonardo will be taking over, and then the week after, Raphael will be taking over for the reboot. So before I begin, anyway, if you are new to this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment on the section below. Help my brother out. And most importantly, watch it and help Sterling out also by sharing it to your friends and family on Instagram and to your fellow followers, and to follow him on Instagram and leave a comment on the section below, even if you have a theory of your own. Let's get to it, shall we? So, the next adventure of us, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Donatello, Michaelangelo, Raphael, and Leonardo battle against our archenemy, the rogue ninja Shredder, once again. Shredder attempts revenge by obtaining the same radioactive ooze that created us and unleashing two new monstrous mutants, Tokka, an oversized snapping turtle, and Rahzar, a fearsome wolf-like creature. When Shredder plans to use the remaining ooze on himself, the turtles must harness their ninja fighting skills. We must harness our ninja fighting skills and stop him. So, here's my theory about the story, about why I think the story is a little better than the first one that came before it. And I think that the story here is a little three-dimensional, just as three-dimensional as the pizza that we like to eat and that we will be eating tomorrow for Thanksgiving, just as three-dimensional as the story here. The second entry in the Jim Henson iteration of us, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where Leonardo leads and Donatello does machines. That's a fact, Jack. Secret of the Ooze does something a little more organized than the last one did. While it is still not the best Turtles movie, obviously, the sequel feels slightly more fun and engaging than the last one. Of course, we see ourselves, the Turtles, go after Shredder once again, but this time there are a few surprises along the way, like how there are remnants of the ooze left and that Shredder would use it for some diabolical plans, including unleashing some monsters of his own, which kind of we are not familiar with from our own cartoon from the 80s or we have never seen before. But I did say one thing that this franchise knows how to do is stick to the lighthearted nature of our world and to keep it retro, and they know how to do that here. This movie does that in many different ways, especially with the memorable and iconic club dance with a musical guest, Vanilla Ice Cream. Excuse me, I meant Vanilla Ice. I don't know the rappers, I'm more into science. You'll have to ask Raphael for the rappers. Now, here are my theories about the characters in this movie, about why I think they're a little better and how they've gotten definitely different from the first movie. Again, I say one of the best ways to differentiate each of us turtles is through their personalities and character traits. In the first movie, each of the turtles had their personalities right, but they didn't always stay. For example, I don't know what made these guys make these movies. I don't know who made these movies. Clearly, these movies are made by uncultured people. Leonardo played the role of the leader sometimes because he would only be the leader for a while and then just go along with what we're doing or whatever. And Michaelangelo was always the goofball that he is and the extreme pizza lover, but had Donatello way off. Had me way off. The brains of the bunch was way inaccurate in the first one. However, he was lacking any sense of brain power. In this one, the plot revolving around the ooze gave them a chance to use Donatello for what he was made for. But the turtles pretty much stayed the same. That's right. If you're going to use me in these movies, you're going to use me the right way. You're going to use me to gain knowledge for the audience and for my brothers so that they can know what to play next. I'm the brains of the bunch. I'm the one that makes the machines. It makes the gadgets. It makes the shell phones. I do all of that. And April plays a more minor role in this one, which is understandable since this is truly our fight in this movie. As far as Shredder and the Foot Clan, I can really respect how they gave him a more accurate appearance and color correction on his outfit and make him look bigger and better. This is way before the Michael Bay version, which I'm very excited to talk about myself in that one. Splinter is still pretty laid back in this one too, but will always be the wise master that he is. He's a radical rat. Rotten Tomatoes gives Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze 35% score. They let the looks blind the critics. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 was a little better than the first, and still captures the same kind of flavor. The plot felt more appropriate for its heroes, for us, the TMNT, feeling like it just like an episode from the animated series from the 1987 show. And everything else that was great, stayed the same, stayed something. Because like they always say, like Leo once said, if it ain't broken, don't even try to fix it. And there wasn't even that much that was broken in the first one, so they didn't really try to fix anything except what was needed to be fixed. So for that, I will give this movie 7 SOs out of 10. It was good. It was better than the first one, but it was good. It wasn't the best Turtles movie, but just good. So that is my review on our sequel, our first live action sequel from Jim Henson. Of course, Jim Henson passed away around this time, so rest in peace, Mr. Henson. And too bad animatronics aren't really a thing that much anymore. People would like to use CGI. But anyway, guys, I'll see you. My brother Leonardo will see you guys next week in this series on Way Back Wednesday. And happy Thanksgiving.